Hello, everybody. Welcome to the RSN Wrestling Podcast. This is the Mastermind, Sal, the S in RSN. With me is Rich, the big guy, R in RSN.
What's up, guys?
How's it going, Rich? How's everything?
Good, good. You know what time of the year it is, bro?
What time of the year is it?
It's the end of the summer,
Oh, so
which,
school's out? That means school's coming in, right?
yeah, but there's something even bigger than the beginning of the school year.
Oh, shit. What is that?
It's the biggest party of the summer.
Wait. Where is it? It's got to be somewhere that, that everybody knows about, right? The most, the craziest crowd ever, right? The craziest place ever, right? The place that's most lit, right?
It's not Chicago.
It's not Chicago.
It's not Philly.
It can't be Philly. It can't be anywhere in the East and the West Coast. It can't be California, right? Is it Hollywood? No, it can't be that.
No, it's not even in the South. It's the Northeast.
Fuck the South. Yeah, fuck the South. Fuck the West. But it's gotta be the East Coast, man.
Brooklyn.
Florida, Brooklyn. Ooh, what's going on in Brooklyn?
Well, from what I could recall, there's something called NXT Takeover Brooklyn.
Oh shoot!
And the night after, it's SummerSlam.
Oh shit, that's right. So, you're talking about, of course, SummerSlam weekend.
Yeah.
Holy shit, that's like WrestleMania weekend, basically, right? Part 2.
Yeah. Well, before we cover that,
yeah,
remind everyone there's a third member of the team.
Yes. But also, before you mention him, we also got to talk about one site that I think, or one, what should I say? 3 letters, or should I say, that we should be mentioning, of course, So, of course, a lot of stuff happens in SummerSlam event, SummerSlam weekend, right?
Well, this actually is the perfect lead up to introducing the person who unfortunately is not here.
That's right.
But we could still mention him and just bring this in first, and then we drop the name.
That's right.
Well, do you want to tell the story? Or do you want to save that till later?
Talk about the story. I always talk about the story of me, like I'm sitting in class, and let's say like I got summer classes right now, so I'm sitting in class and I'm like, damn, there's so much going on in wrestling. I mean, this SummerSlam weekend, there's a lot of stuff going on. How do you catch up with all?
But just remember, you also have school plus work.
Yes, that's right. You got it.
So I know you're probably behind.
I'm way behind. I haven't seen Raw, I haven't seen SmackDown, I haven't seen NXT, I haven't seen nothing. So basically,
I know this site that you could possibly read about this so you can kind of get up to date.
Really. I heard it's 3 letters, right?
It's not run by a guy named Dave Meltzer.
Oh, definitely.
It's not run by a guy named Mike Johnson.
Oh, hell no.
It's we know the kid.
We know the kid, right? We know the guy. He's a third part of RSN, right?
It's not Nathan.
Oh, Nathan. That's in Coney Island, man. No Nathan's. Can't be. It can't be. Trying to think. Can't be Nate Diaz because of course he's having his thing. He's he's solo right now.
Always high, so he probably will forget to write.
That's right.
No offense to Nate Diaz or his brother Nick Diaz. I respect you guys. Wait, I said it.
Really?
Nick.
Wait, right, Nick. Yes. We're on to something. He said Nick, right?
Last name.
Wait. I think you got it wrong. It's not Nick. It's Nick. The Nick.
The Nick Lopez.
The Nick Lopez of PWO. So PWO, 3 letters. Pro Wrestling Opinion. You go on that site, pretty much you get minute by minute coverage of
segment by segment.
Segment by segment, indeed.
He covers pay-per-views from the 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010s, from any company, from WWE to ROH. Just added New Japan. He has Lucha Underground section, America's Most Like Wrestling.
Basically everything wrestling.
It's a very, very good site.
That's right, indeed, and also it's one of the leading sites. Like I said, you get to see the old and the new. So everything in between.
Sal, I have a quick question for you. What time is
it? Yes, sir. It's wait. Is it that time?
Well, according to our phones, it says it's 9:13, but that's not the time I'm looking for.
No, that's not the time we're looking for. No. I think you're looking for plug time, isn't it?
It's tagline time.
It's tagline time, though. You're right. What's the tagline, though? I think they have a big tagline, right? So you probably know. You guys let us know what that's about.
Well, the tagline for ProWrestlingOpinion.com, it's reading is fundamental. Reading about wrestling puts you over.
Yep. Rolls off the tongue just like that. See right there? That's what it is. Pro wrestling opinion. Stay in school, kids. Though remember, stay in school.
Yeah, don't listen. Don't follow the Sal story.
Don't follow me. Don't follow me. Like seriously, that's not right. You shouldn't be doing that. Pay attention in class. Stick to it.
But what they can follow is us on Twitter.
That's right. Indeed, they definitely can. They definitely can. Oh, by the way, also
that was a nice segue.
That was
a nice little segue into it.
That really was.
Very good.
That's right.
We're getting better with this
segue.
We're
getting better with the segues. Right. If you don't know what that means, of course, if you go on at Arson Podcast, you go on there, you basically get to see Rich, who's the big. Actually, what I'm thinking right now, we should petition to have you call the mastermind because you're the one that really leaks out all the big news before it hits the fan, and everybody's like, "Holy shit, that didn't happen."
Well, we'd like to explain to the fans, if for the new fans, and just to remind the old fans of how I get this. It's mainstream.
That's right. So, I mean, of course, basically, Rich has found this crazy algorithm, this crazy method, this crazy formula of basically getting the coordinates to WWE, what you call Stanford's headquarters, digging a tunnel from Brooklyn all the way back to Connecticut, go straight into the WWE archives, of course, leave a mess because we're from Brooklyn, and then walk away. But I know it's getting harder and harder for you now, right? Because Vince supposedly and Triple H, they probably don't have it in there, right?
There's a lot of stuff that I couldn't even get my hands on because they hid this so fucking well.
I don't know. Yes, I guess they're onto you now. They know what's going on. So, I guess
don't think they're that smart. I think they're just hiding the good stuff. I have to go deeper into the archives.
Right. That's right. Or you have to find, like I said, we find another method. But nonetheless, check out at Arson Podcast. That's a very good. Like I said, you guys go up there, you see all the rumor mill stuff right now. We gotta make a tagline for that. I mean, you gotta think of something. I mean,
I will. Don't worry.
Yeah. So that's pending.
Something's coming.
Something coming. You'll see. That's to be pending.
Something will hit me.
That's right.
It's hard to manage, to plus run the Twitter and get my underground railroad to go to Stanford. It's hard to manage everything.
That's right. We're the 3-man power trip. Just like there's a 1-man power trip, there's a 3-man power trip. You got Arsene, you got basically the whole podcast. We're talking about the present, past, future, which is on YouTube. Of course, you got Nick Lopez, which is doing BWO, and then you got Rich doing the whole Broom Mill stuff, what's going on up to date for now and the future. So, like I said, it's a package deal. Check us out, Arsene Podcast and BWO. But nonetheless, let's of course talk about why we're here. So, Brooklyn, of course, it's going to be SummerSlam weekend, and the highlight event, what they call
this is the third one, right? Third in a row?
This is, the third year in a row that they're going to be in Brooklyn. So, pretty big. Of course, whenever it's SummerSlam weekend, it's big money, no doubt. So, all you fans, all you motherfuckers that are out there,
Well, just so you know, they signed for a 4th year also for next year.
Oh, really? Oh, that's true. Oh my God.
No, it's official. They announced it on Raw and SmackDown.
So, there you go. So, all those people that are saying WWE's fake, motherfucker, it's making money. It's paying the bills around everywhere. Plus, New York, you know how much money New York gets from this single event? They get a lot of money. So, shut the fuck down. Shut the fuck up. New York's getting money. You're still living in New York. You're still paying taxes. So, sit down, be humble, take a couple seats. But nonetheless, we're talking, of course, about SummerSlam. So we're basically going to briefly run down the whole SummerSlam card from the pre-show all the way down to the main event. But pretty much, like I said, we offer that. We're the RSM Wrestling Podcast. We're not knocking doors. We're kicking motherfuckers down for free. Yes. So, nonetheless, let's get into it. So, there's 3 so far showing. I think there's 3 pre-show matches, and then there's about, another, let's say about.
I think there's only 2 pre-show matches.
Really?
Yeah. I think it's Tozawa versus Neville, and then it's Jason Jordan and the Hardys versus the Miztourage.
Oh, really? Okay. So, I mean, let's break it down. So, of course, Akira Tozawa versus Neville for the Cruiserweight Championship. Recently, of course, I mean, I don't know if you've seen, but Akira Tozawa won the Cruiserweight title on Raw, which was, I guess, a pretty big deal, right? So
that's the first time in a while the titles changed hands on Raw.
That's right. That's right. Neville won the title, I think, early this year in January.
right before the
And
Rumble.
right before the Rumble, indeed. And like he's been on a roll. Like they call him the King of the Cruiserweights, and that's the big gimmick that he's had. The
To
King of
be
the
honest,
Cruiserweights.
he doesn't look like no cruiserweight though.
He doesn't. He doesn't. I think that now he's pretty like, and we talked about this thing before, where he hasn't had any development. I think now he's getting very like this this whole title run rejuvenated his career. Now he's legitimate. He's back to where he was before, where when he first came to WWE. This whole Mighty Mouse gimmick wasn't working for him. Turn him into a heel was the best move they did so far. So all I gotta say, that's a pretty good thing.
Oh,
But
without a doubt, this heel
yeah,
turn is perfect.
that's right. Well, what do you feel about the Titus O'Neil brand, the O'Neil brand?
I wasn't for it,
Uh,
but I like it.
well, I'll tell you this right now. I was on what was it? I was on what you call it, WWEshop.com. They had a Titus O'Neil worldwide shirt on for sale. I bought it. I bought that motherfucker and I got it on express shipping. Why? Because I'm a Titus O'Neil guy. So you know how they say Paul Heyman is you're a Paul Heyman guy. I'm a Titus O'Neil guy, and I'm starting to see this,
Oh,
and it's starting to come.
I'm a Paul Heyman dude.
Paul Heyman dude, right? Yeah. So that's how it is.
Like how they have the Paul Heyman guy. I'm a Paul
Yeah.
Heyman dude.
Paul Heyman dude, really.
I'm
So
starting my own thing. I'm a Paul Heyman dude.
that's right. I mean, it's good. It's kind of good for. I mean, if you look at this, basically you're creating a character. Titus O'Neil has been doing shit for a long time, but now he's actually back in the scene, and it's good to see that. So good
I like
kudos
that he's
to
a
Titus.
mentor to these guys though.
That's right. I actually like that too. I like the fact. So it's first it was Apollo Creed, and now it's
Cruz.
Akira. Apollo. Oh fuck! I messed that up again. Damn! I'm pulling an Eva Marie today. Shit. But yeah, so
Apollo Creed
Creed.
was the guy from Rocky.
Fuck. Yeah, I really am messing up. I've been watching so much Rocky lately. It's crazy. But I mean, yeah, no. So Apollo Cruz, and then of course you got Akira Tozawa. So it really is good, I think, for both of these characters. It started out with this whole thing, and then Akira Tozawa basically won the title last night as we make this video. So kudos to him. Who do you think is gonna win this match? So do you think the King of the Cruiserweights is gonna get his title back, or Akira Tozawa is gonna win?
I think it's gonna be Akira winning, and they might actually push Neville to mid card title.
Really? I mean, here's what I think of it. It seems like for a while when this first whole world, Titus O'Neil worldwide brand came out, it kind of felt like he was trying to be, yeah, he was trying to be. It sounded like he was trying to be like a Don King. I don't know if you've seen Don King, like Don King, the boxing promoter.
Yeah.
Basically flamboyant, right? Likes to go with the side that wins, all this stuff. So maybe I don't know. I feel like there's a turn coming. Maybe what you call it, O'Neil might be turning on Akira after he loses, or maybe loses, and then sides with Neville. You never know. It might happen. So I take Neville on this.
I say Akira.
Akira. All right. Well, let's see. I mean, it could be an interesting match nonetheless. Good performance, so we'll have to see.
The only thing that confused me is they put the title match on Raw.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be like it's still going to be for the title at SummerSlam.
Yep.
But they moved it to Raw to win.
Right.
I mean, what the hell?
Yeah. I mean, you're gonna see that. I mean, well, we're gonna be talking about this, of course. We also talk about this in our shoot that we recently posted. So we'll talk about that too. And we'll go into depth with that. But I mean, nonetheless, next match. So basically, you got the SmackDown Tag Titles on the line. It's New Day versus what you call the Usos.
Usos. That's my favorite.
Yeah. I mean,
I love the heel Usos.
I really do. This is like another example. You make them good guys, it's not gonna sell. But you guys are making these guys bad guys. It works perfectly. These guys are very good. I think they've done really good as bad guys now, especially after that rap battle. Oh my god!
Even before that, when they first turned heel, I'm like, I could really run with these guys.
I mean, I was starting. I actually was like, this might not work in the beginning. But then after a while, I started catching on. I was like, all right, that's cool. I think after that rap segment that they had with Wale, that sold them. I think pretty good. That was hilarious. He's like, let's.
There's that one line.
Yeah, that one line.
One line.
Like Xavier Woods, let's keep it. He's like, you guys want to keep it PG, but you guys are rated R. Oh my god! So that's the thing. So it was like, okay, you're bringing up a real life situation. Of course, we're talking about Paige, Xavier Woods,
which wasn't even sexy. That wasn't even scripted. That line.
That wasn't scripted. That
if you realize posted on YouTube.
Yep.
The video.
Yeah. It's interesting though. It's like, oh my god, they really did. They really did pull that. And that was like a big.
Let's not get rated R like your boy Xavier Woods.
That's why it's like, oh my god, they really threw shots at him. It was like, oh my god. But I gotta say that the way this feud is building is pretty good. It's a pretty interesting feud. And for a long time,
I know, I'm not. No prediction. I'm getting a spoiler from a certain place.
Really?
It's going to be the Usos coming out the victors and then reuniting the feud with Breezango.
Really? Because I mean, we'll talk about Breezango, I think, in our shoot, which is also coming soon. But I mean,
well, in the words of Heyman, that wasn't a prediction; it was a spoiler.
That's right. Yep. I'll see. I mean, same thing. I think I'm siding with the Usos. They're the clear favorite. It has to be because look at New Day. They're kind of like for a while they've been like the joke, the big tag team. It's been okay. They're just there to bring laughs, and it's starting to get a little bit.
I'm waiting for the breakup.
Yeah, I think everybody's waiting for it. Everybody's like, come on, man, when are you guys gonna break up? I think people want to see these three guys on their own, but I think it's just becoming to the point where they're selling merchandise, they're selling socks, they're selling T-shirts. Why would you break them up? And then WWE's like, you know what? Let's just sponge this. Let's just keep on, milking this cow until it turns into.
Make them heel.
Yeah, I say make them heel.
It doesn't hurt turning people heel. Look at the Usos.
That's right. Yeah, it doesn't hurt making them heel. That's been proven with Neville. Proven with the Usos. Why not with the New Day? Once back.
It worked with Jericho.
Yeah.
It worked with Owens. It worked with AJ.
Yeah.
Why
not? Yeah, that's
right. If you realize, go through all the titles. Heels.
But I mean, we're talking about heels.
Universal Champ, Brock Lesnar. The Raw Tag Team Champs, Cesaro and Sheamus. The Raw Women's Champ, Alexa Bliss. IC Champ, Miz. SmackDown Champ, Jinder Mahal. SmackDown Tag Team Champs, the Only Faces. You have the US Champ, AJ, face. You have two people who are face as champs in WWE.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. And I think
why not break either A, break up the New Day, or B, turn them heel.
All right, that said, well, we're talking about heels, of course. Let's talk about into the next match. So, of course, they got Hardy Boys and Jason Jordan versus The Miz and his whole Miztourage, basically his whole faction they got, with Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas. What do you feel about Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas being used as this capacity?
I actually like them in this role as the Miztourage.
Really? I think it's kind of like, it's good though, yeah, it is. I think what it is they're basically just, they're not having these talent on the side just doing nothing. Now they're starting to go and try to involve as many people as they can, which makes sense. It serves the purpose. Of course, I think walking into this, people were saying, it's going to be Jason Jordan versus The Miz for the IC title.
That was supposed to be the match.
That was supposed to be the match, but it didn't happen.
To be honest, that should have been the match.
That should have been a match indeed. And they were saying for a long time that there was going to be this whole angle where this was going to be the pivot point for Triple H and Kurt Angle later on. So
I think that's going to be pushed back to Mania.
Maybe to Mania, yeah. I'd say it's going to be pushed up. So it's hard to say when they're going to. Yeah.
The only thing I don't like is the minute Jordan came over to Raw, boom, he's in the title picture.
That's right. And it kind of brings up to the fact that, okay, maybe they're playing favorites because he has a look or he has the athleticism or he has the genetics or whatever, which is bullshit. It's like, come on, man. Really, that sucks. But
my pick is the Broken Hardys. Oh, sorry. I spoiled another thing.
Whoa. You're going to get sued by the owl. But like we say here on the RSN podcast, just like they say anywhere else, fuck the owl.
I was going to say we'll do the Cody Rhodes. We counted down.
Oh, all right. So 3,
1, 2, 3. Fuck that.
Fuck the owl. That's right. That's what you gotta do now. So every time we say that, fuck the owl. They're the Broken Hardys. So yeah, I agree with you. Broken Hardys and Jason Jordan.
Yeah.
Good way. It's and I gotta say this. Miz, he's growing on me. I hated him. He doesn't have any wrestling talent.
I love the Miz since the beginning. I'm like, this guy has the look. He has the personality. He has the mic skills. He has the wrestling ability.
And he's
2 IC title holds away from tying the greatest of all time, Chris Jericho.
That's right. Yeah, and he could probably do it. You never know.
Just remember
So,
this:
yeah.
The Miz is a Hall of Famer. Stat like
Stat-wise,
achievement wise,
Mhm.
accolades and all that. He's a Hall of Famer. 7-time IC champ,
Yeah.
1-time heavyweight champ, 4-time tag team champ, and he's married
That's
to
right.
Maurice.
That's right. That's right. I mean, yeah, it just sets the tone that
Just
Yeah.
marrying Maurice makes him a Hall of Famer.
That's right. Well, I gotta say this though. I mean, rewind back to 2011. I really hated the fact when he won the title. I was like, really, you guys gave this piece of shit title a guy from from the reality world. You're gonna bring him in and make him a champ? Biggest mistake ever. But I think now that he's developed and everything, I think he's worthy of becoming the next champ down the line. You never know. So I agree. I think that he has, he's developed a lot. So I'll give him that. But yeah, so before we talk about more of the championship matches, let's just talk about, pretty much the undercard. So, of course, all those other single matches there. So we got Randy Orton versus Rusev. What do you feel about this thing with Rusev?
I think it was thrown together. You have a fucking feud for 2 weeks, and then boom, match at show.
Do you think this is sparking Rusev to pull the same thing that Jack Swagger did, the same thing that Cody Rhodes did, the same thing that all these other guys did?
I think it's gonna be. To be honest, I don't even know what the fuck they're doing with this shit.
It's disappointing. I think Rusev, because here's the thing. Go back to Money in the Bank. He was supposed to get that title shot, and then poof, it was gone.
Rusev should have debuted.
Yeah.
At Money in the Bank like it was scheduled.
That's right. Now Lana's off of him now, so Lana's doing her own career. Rusev is just is on his own in the dark, doing nothing, and it's like, what the fuck? And you know what I'm hearing? I'm hearing that it's basically because he cut his hair.
So what?
And it was like, so what? What the fuck? And you know why? Because they're saying that he has all his branding, he has all his poster work that has his hair and all this stuff.
Just because his look changed, doesn't mean anything about his talent ability.
It doesn't exactly, and I think that
the guy is fucking talented.
He is, and he's I think he's overrated. I mean underrated. Should I say underrated? Sorry, he's underrated right now.
Without a doubt.
He is underrated, hands down. And I think that he is really being hindered in his performance. He should
be honest, do something. He's one of the most underutilized talents on the roster.
That's right. At this point, he is. Yeah. And I think he hasn't had a single mid-card title. He hasn't held the tag title. Nothing.
He had the mid-card. He had the U.S. title.
Yeah, a year ago. But think about it, a year ago. Or no, 2 years ago. What's done since?
Before Cena won it at Mania, I believe.
Yeah, Cena, the guy that buries everybody. So, yeah, it's hard to say. Of course, they could go 1 of 2 ways with this. Rusev wins. He gets put over
by a title push.
Maybe for a title push, you never know. Or
not the U.S. title.
Yeah.
The title.
The WWE title, yeah. I mean, we're gonna get to the WWE title soon, but yeah, I mean,
he has the look. That's why he has the look of a champ. And
that's right. I think also the fact that it's diversity too. He has a diverse gimmick, so of course, he's the foreign menace. They have Ivan Koloff, they have Iron Sheik.
Well, I'm not trying to say nothing, but why not we get a European guy as the heavyweight champ?
That's
Spread
true.
the title all over the world.
That's right. It hasn't happened in a while, so I mean, we'll have to see. What happens. It's hard to say. It seems like they're developing more different characters. This will be different cultural backgrounds, just to develop the fact that let's build this kind of camaraderie. Because we're gonna get to this probably with Shinsuke Nakamura versus Jinder Mahal, a Japanese person versus a Canadian that's Indian. You gotta say this is like a multicultural brand right here. SmackDown's becoming a multicultural show, so you can definitely see that.
But that's later on in the card.
Yeah, that's later on in the card. But I mean, speaking of, so Randy Orton and Rusev, who do you think is gonna go over?
To be honest, it could go both ways. You could go Rusev or Randy, but the whole thing is, Rusev wins, he could get pushed. Rusev loses, he could get buried.
That's right. I think the only way for this to go,
my heart is saying Rusev because I want to see him get pushed.
Yeah, I think the only way, same thing. Rusev,
so there you go.
Yeah,
Rusev.
Yeah, has to be Rusev. I think same thing, and it's kind of like they got to build more stars. Why not Rusev? Keep on rejuvenate his career. Don't make him the next Dolph Ziggler and then bury him. Let's not do that.
He's been trying to get. They've been saying for years since he came up. This guy's getting pushed. This guy's getting pushed.
Yep.
Shane, prove it to us.
That's right. Come on, Shane. You got this. Well, speaking
The
of
only
course,
McMahon we could trust.
that's right. The only McMahon we can trust besides Steph and her retarded ass dad and the lackey that he has, Kevin Dunn. Yeah, we got to throw in Kevin Dunn. Yes, man. We have to keep bashing Kevin Dunn. Fuck him. But anyway, moving on.
1, 3. Fuck Kevin Dunn.
We got to do that. So 3, 2, 1. Fuck Kevin Dunn. Fuck it. But nonetheless,
next match.
That's good. We got that off our chest. Yeah.
Well, even though I don't know where this is on the card, but this is something I could picture Kevin Dunn doing.
Yep.
So this is the next match we're going to discuss.
Yep.
Big Show versus Big Cass with Enzo in a freaking cage. I could just picture all over it.
You know what I can say with this?
I don't know why.
Why the fuck didn't they have an Enzo on a pole match instead?
Or here's a better one. Ready?
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck about either one?
That's right. Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
It's like match on the card.
Oh my god! I look at this in a shark cage. Okay, so what are you guys trying to do with this? It's like, okay, and on top of that, Big Show.
Could you know what this reminds me of? The one match Nick always makes fun of, Judy Bagwell.
Yeah, definitely. This definitely is a Judy Bagwell on a pole match. It basically, like I said, I think now the shark cage matches are becoming the new, whatever on a pole match. It's ridiculous.
This has Kevin Dunn written all over it. So
yeah,
this match, I don't give a fuck who wins.
Of course, it's one of the matches where like I don't give a fuck who wins. It's just true.
I know exactly where this match is going to be. Also, this is going to be towards the end to make people do whatever they want to do before the main event.
That's right. And you gotta understand, SummerSlam is like almost what 6-hour show, 7-hour show.
Some shit. 4 hours, 2 hours, 6-hour show. Okay, it's the 2-hour pre-show and 4-hour event.
Oh my god! So that's gonna be excruciating. So you gotta see this now. It's like holy fuck, damn.
From Saturday to Tuesday, there's 13 hours of wrestling.
God damn. So, like I said, wrestling takes over Brooklyn. So that's how it is, and it's a big, long weekend. So just know that. But I mean, yeah, like I said, I think no one gives a fuck about this. Big Show says that all the time that he's getting booked like shit, and it's true. It is because basically what this is just Vince and Kevin Dunn jacking off just to see Big Cass win, and Enzo. They just want to see Enzo get buried, and then hopefully he just gets released.
I think, to be honest, I think they're just trying to push Cass now.
Yeah, that's all they're trying to do. The focus.
So the winner. Next match.
Cass is the winner, right?
Next match, please.
Next match. So we got another singles match. It's gonna be, let's see, Finn Balor, Bray Wyatt.
Okay. This match has potential to be match of the night.
That's right, definitely. This definitely is. And you gotta think on this too. It's not just Finn Balor. I know Finn Balor's your favorite, so Demon Balor versus Bray Wyatt. The Demon, yes. It's like Undertaker when he has that. He's getting buried.
Just remember one thing.
Yeah.
Finn still has his title rematch.
Yep. Still hasn't gotten it, so
he still has that rematch for his title that he never lost.
That's right.
Which was 1 year ago.
Exactly 1 year ago, yeah, that's right. And that's when they unveiled that ugly ass title. So that's another thing too.
You don't even have to ask me who my pick is.
Really? So you're saying Demon Balor over Bray Wyatt?
Yes.
I actually say this is what I think. Yeah, I think Balor definitely should win. But at the same time, it's kind of like this. Bray Wyatt is probably one of the hottest stars on Raw right now. I can say that hands down. You can say Roman. Fuck that.
That I agree.
Yeah.
Bray is one of the hottest stars right on Raw, on the roster.
On the roster, that's right.
He has potential to be the guy also.
That's right. And I think it's just the fact that there's this trend now. Look at people like Aleister Black. Why do so many people love him?
Oh my god, the character. He's so fucking amazing.
Oh my fucking god. Big, what you call it? The big news reporter. What's his name? Dave Meltzer. That dumb motherfucker that can't tell news right. So he went ahead and I guess he was he was like I don't know. He was having a love fest about Aleister Black, talking about this that. He shows high praises. Everybody, but that's the thing. It's true. Aleister Black is fucking gold. Why? Because of his gimmick. It's that mystique. Yeah.
He's a Triple H guy.
Basically is, yeah.
He's a Triple H signing.
Yeah, and then also, Bray Wyatt. look at him. The way they rebranded him, he's starting to become this big character where he's on his own, doing his own thing, and it's a dope character. So, but Balor also. I mean, Balor has that second dimension, so it's like, damn. This match, I think, either way, it's still gonna be a good match. I think, in my opinion. But
I think this has potential to be match of the night.
yeah, and I think you're right. This definitely can be a number one contenders match in this essence, in all reality. It really can, because you got two of the best stars. Yeah,
Definitely.
Two of the best stars fighting off against one another. Let's talk about, of course, the match after this. So John Cena, Baron Corbin.
You really want me to be honest?
Yeah.
Corbin,
yeah. I think the same. Corbin. It has to be Corbin. Because at this point, John Cena's doing movies. He has more bigger shit to worry about.
He's on a part-time contract.
That's right. Everybody knows after this, he's done.
And he has to film Bumblebee, the Transformers spin-off.
Come on, man. Really, it's like, really? So now we're going to see him go again. Just like last year when he faced AJ. He left the band in the ring, and then we thought, oh, that's it. It's done. Cena's done. Nope, but he came back. So,
Corbin is my pick.
Corbin's my pick also, and I think he should win, especially after this past week when he got that failed cash in, and he lost. Terrible. Best way for him to bounce back is to win.
Horrible.
Yeah, which you're gonna see later on in our shoot, so you'll see that too. Next, moving on. Let's talk about, of course, another tag match: Cesaro and Sheamus versus Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins. Do I have to say who do you think is gonna win?
Dean Ambrose and
Shield, right?
They're gonna come out later on in the Fatal 4-Way, find a way to make Roman win. Shield reunion.
Really?
Yes. Not a prediction. Spoiler.
That's an interesting thought. I can see that. I mean, what I think is kind of like this.
And it's going to be a heel Shield, which is the best Shield.
Oh man, definitely. I would go for that for sure. But I mean, it's interesting though. I mean, think about this too. Let's rewind back to 2014, 2015, when Seth Rollins turned on the Shield. Big thing. It was like, okay, yeah.
2014. It was 3 years ago.
April 2014, I think. I think after Payback, I think when they faced Evolution, I remember. And
yeah, which was a great match.
Which was a great match indeed, and it was a classic. It was a big classic. So, and it was also the fact that Seth Rollins turned on them. It was like, oh my God, he built his own thing. He cashed in at WrestleMania, screwed Roman another shot. Back and forth with Dean and all this stuff, and then, all this stuff. And now they're back into this thing, a whole fist bump moment. They got pissed. They got all the seat. Oh, it came back. Da-da-da. Now they're cool. The Shield, man. Right? The Shield.
When, on Monday, when Dean and Seth had their moment, it was amazing.
Everybody marked the fuck out. It was true. And I think that's the best. I mean, it's also another thing, too. The best team that they can do it against, I think, is Cesaro and Sheamus. Cesaro and Sheamus has developed to the point that they are a legitimate heel team, right? Because it makes sense. These two, yeah. They're the real heel tag team, I think, because they really are, doing very good being heels and everything. And I think they're underrated. It's come to the point where people, they like Cesaro. They've been like Cesaro. We at RSM Podcast love them.
I'm kind of tired of them, though.
Tired of them?
I'm tired of Sheamus and Cesaro, to be honest.
Really? I mean, what I think is kind of like this. I think individually they both benefit. But as a team, I think it's also the fact that they're kind of, like I said, it's. I mean, as a team,
if you look at it, 6 months ago, what were they doing? They were feuding in a best-of-7 series.
That's right.
And now, magically out of nowhere, boom, you're a team.
Yeah. That's right. I mean, it's kind of like this. I think it's the fact that WWE doesn't have. They want to develop a strong tag team division. Because think about it, New Day was out. New Day was basically inactive. And then how do you have a team without the New Day? The only way to do that is, of course, build a new tag team. So
they were inactive because your boy Xavier Woods got all rated R.
That's right. Keep throwing shots. That's right. So I think we both agree. Shield. Let's talk briefly about the women's title matches. So we got SmackDown women's title match: Naomi versus Natalya, Alexa Bliss versus Sasha Banks for the Raw women's title.
Okay. SmackDown, it's going to be, doesn't matter who wins because Carmella's cashing in and winning.
Really? Yeah, I think the same. I heard the same. It was like, okay, whoever wins doesn't matter. Carmella's going to win. Cash in, bam.
So Carmella's going to win.
And I gotta say this though. Natalya, I think she deserved it.
And for Sasha versus Alexa, I'm the winner.
You already know Alexa's winning, right?
Oh no, it doesn't matter who wins. I'm still gonna win because I like both of them.
Hey, they're both your favorites, right? Yeah, that's the thing. So that's true.
But
I mean,
if I had to pick one, probably Alexa.
so let me ask you this then: what match do you think is going to steal the show? Which women's title match? Alexa Bliss and Sasha?
Alexa versus Sasha, just for the fact they're both of two of the best female competitors on the roster.
Okay, cool. Well, this is what I think.
If you remember, what was it? 2 years ago?
Yeah.
What was the best match in Brooklyn? Sasha versus Bayley.
We were all there, right? We were there, which was Sasha and Bayley. That stole the whole show. That was a match of the year candidate. I say match of the decade candidate. That's what I would say. So, hands down. So, yeah, I mean, this is what I think. Naomi, I'm starting to love Naomi. I think that she's a fucking good-ass champion. She's good.
I don't care who wins that match because Carmella's coming out and cashing in, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's going to happen anyway. But I think, well, Natalya, she deserved it because she got the shot. So, fun to see that. I mean, there might be a point where Natalya wins. She finally gets a women's title. And the next thing you know, of course, Carmella comes and cashes. That could be a possibility. And then after that, we got Alexa Bliss and Sasha. I think this is kind of like this. Raw's booking for the women's title matches have been shit. I can tell you that right now. Why? Because all they've done is just mashed up random rivalries out of nowhere, out of thin air, and say this is gonna work. There's no substance. There's no build up. There's no nothing.
Well,
just,
this one is kind of just like a last minute thing because of Bayley's injury.
Yeah, Bayley. Right. I mean,
so this one you can't blame poor booking on.
That's right. I mean, I wouldn't say that, but true. I mean, well, this is kind of like, I think this week they had Nia Jax versus Sasha.
For the number one contender.
Yeah. I gotta say this. Nia Jax won me over that match. She really did. Because I really felt like
I always knew she was a great competitor.
Yeah.
Nia was always a good competitor. It's just they don't want to book her to be a good person.
That's right. I mean, it's kind of like this. I think it's kind of like this. I think it would be better if they made this a triple threat. And then, like I said, it'll be a wild card. It'll be perfect because then, things can happen.
If it was triple threat,
what happened? What'd you say? If it was a triple threat?
If it was a triple threat, Nia wins.
Nia wins. Yeah, I think the same thing because it could either way, anything can happen. So that's true. I mean, I think it's also the fact that the reason why Alexa Bliss she's a hot card right now. Sasha Banks is always the fucking hot card too. They're both like the top sellers in shirts and merchandise and everything, and they're fan favorites, no lies. So it's perfect because you got the top heel and the top face, which makes sense. Why not have them fight? So it's all right, it's okay. I mean, and same thing. I think either of these matches, it doesn't matter. It's gonna be good matches. We'll see from there. Next match. Mid-card title match. AJ Styles, the champion, versus Kevin Owens with Shane McMahon as a special guest referee.
I got to go with my boy.
AJ. They don't want that.
Baby.
They don't want that. They don't want that. This is what I think. I actually want AJ to win, but this is what I think. I think that this match could go either way because what's going to happen is kind of like this. If Owens wins, good for him. He's the United States champion. And then also the fact he's going to feud with Shane later on, which I think will be phenomenal too. Or phenomenal. You saw what I did there. Yeah. So that's the thing. So you never know. I mean, that can happen. Or what they can just do is just have, like I said, Styles wins, Owens, versus Shane McMahon, because whatever.
This is exactly what. This was no archives invasion, nothing. This is just off the top of the head. AJ's gonna win. Kevin's gonna think Shane helped AJ win. Starts the feud. If you remember, if you're a real wrestling fan, what's the actual beginning of WrestleMania season? After SummerSlam. Right, Sal?
Yeah.
You heard my prediction, right?
Yeah.
And Do you agree? What's right after? What's the beginning of WrestleMania season?
I say Survivor Series.
Summer Survivor Series.
Summer and Survivor Series, I say. Well, I say first SummerSlam because that leads up to Survivor Series. That's right. So, I mean, I would say it's just, I say the
So
plan
after
starts now.
Tuesday, after Tuesday is the beginning of WrestleMania season.
Yep. Because, like we always know, the night after SummerSlam is always a big thing. Look at 2 years ago, Brooklyn. What happened? Sting came out after Seth was the double champ. I think last year, what was the big reveal? Did they have a big reveal last year? I think it was just that, what'd you call it?
I don't think there was anything big last year.
I think they were planning something, but of course, Finn Balor got injured, and then he had to score for the title the same night that he won it, which was tragic.
He forfeited the night after at Raw.
That was emotional. I was like, damn, come on, so.
I was pissed.
I was pissed too, so. I mean, it happens, so, all you can do is accept it. But, I mean, nonetheless, yeah, so I think the U.S. title match is just like, anything can happen. I say, either way, it's going to be a good match, so we'll see from there. Now we got the last two title matches. So we got the Fatal 4-Way, and then we got Jinder Mahal versus Shinsuke Nakamura for the WWE title.
I say Shinsuke.
My gut tells me Jinder because they want to make Jinder this big heel. And what other way would it be just to have him win against Shinsuke Nakamura? Because of course, and then on top of the fact, you got to think about this. They're billing it as this Jinder Mahal with the Singh brothers versus Shinsuke Nakamura, which got to be a big card because it's kind of like this. If you're gonna have that, they can go either way with it. They're gonna have Jinder Mahal, go do his regular things, and then heel antics. The Singh brothers do something, and then Shinsuke Nakamura knocks one into something, and then next thing you know, Jinder ends up getting the roll up, gets the title, bam, he still retains, walks out champ. And what other way to get the heat than from the Brooklyn crowd?
Yeah, because we have the most heat ever.
That's right. And actually, there's the thing. We drive the most heat, I'd say. Because we can, look at Cena. Imagine when he comes in that day. Oh, man, he's going to be fucking booed out the building. Roman comes out. He's going to be booed out the fucking building. That's just how it is. Brooklyn crowds are like that. And what's really crazy, what really had me dying, is that they start chanting USA in the middle of the match. Which is like, what the fuck? Because you know how Brooklyn crowds are.
Because
that's right.
Because neither of them are from America.
Exactly, and that's the thing. And here's a really crazy thing: Jinder Mahal is actually Canadian. He's of Indian heritage. Is from Japan, born in Japan. It really just says, "Damn," okay, if they start chanting USA, I'm just gonna be dying laughing. Like, really, come on, you're really just trolling everybody. But nonetheless, it could be a good match. You never know. So who are your thoughts? What do you think?
I say Shinsuke.
So you feel like they're gonna do the same thing they did last year with Finn, where basically, he walked in, won the shot at the title, won the Universal title. The same thing with Shinsuke, where he wins the WWE title.
Mm-hmm.
It could be good. So you never know. I mean, that's the thing. They said that. I think Vince said for a long time, if Shinsuke Nakamura ever moved up to the main roster, he would get pushed immediately. So he's come to the roster since what? After Chicago, Takeover Chicago.
I think so.
Yeah. So I think it's pretty. He's pretty fresh off coming from NXT. So you never know. He might be coming in. And plus, they're trying to expand to Japan, so it'll be a big deal if he did win. So, never know. That brings us to the last match. Brock Lesnar with Paul Heyman versus Roman Reigns versus Samoa Joe versus Braun Strowman. What do you think about this one?
Well, I wouldn't be mad if Joe won, but being the fact of what I said before, with Ambrose and Rollins winning, coming out and helping,
Right.
It's going to be Reigns, which I'm going to be mad.
Ooh. I think also another thing, this is a Brooklyn crowd, so they're going to be pissed if that happens. Because it's like, he's the most hated guy in any crowd that he's in. And I think the only way they can, yeah. I mean, it's kind of,
the Shield comes out, they wouldn't care.
Yeah, they probably wouldn't. I mean, you never know. I mean, it could happen. But I mean, here's the thing. Here's what I think. They have this program to have Roman Reigns face Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 34, right? That's what's penciled in right now, which I think is a bullshit match. But of course, you hear on the other side that there's Paul Heyman's trying to push for Joe to win because he's high on Joe.
Yo,
But then here's another thing too.
I got breaking news.
What's that?
That has to do with SummerSlam.
Really? What's that?
Shelton Benjamin is supposed to be making an appearance.
Wow, during SummerSlam?
Yes.
Interesting. Wow. Maybe he could show up as a what'd be crazy? American Alpha, but with Jason Jordan. That's what hell. Maybe shows up on Raw. Never know. But yeah, I mean, adding to the point. I mean, there's another thing too. It's just if they're gonna put this Universal Title match, it can go either way. You also take into the fact that WWE did a smart move by including the whole John Jones thing. Of course, after what you call it, UFC, I think it was 204, I think. Or no, two was it 214?
214.
214. They had what you call it? It was John Bones Jones versus DC Cormier, Daniel Cormier, and of course he won. And then after he cut that big promo where he said, "Oh, if you want to get your ass, to Brock Lesnar, he's like, if you want to get your ass beat, he's like, come find me." And I guess Brock Lesnar said, "No problem, I'm ready to do it."
If you want to know what it feels like to be knocked out by someone 40 pounds lighter than you.
Yep. Yeah. Which in itself is another super fight because you have Brock Lesnar, the Beast, and then you got John Bones Jones, who's probably one of the biggest light heavyweights. So that'd be a big super fight, just like how the Conor McGregor Mayweather fight is. Same kind of thing. Good promotion for WWE, good promotion for Brock, good promotion for everybody. Everybody wins. So you never know. But you're saying for you, you're saying Roman Reigns will walk out of here, regardless.
Yeah.
I'm stuck between Joe and Brock because I think WWE has a reputation now. They know what's going on. They feel like okay, they need the WWE Universal title on Raw because it's like how long can they keep on making this like at this point it's like this SmackDown like NXT has the NXT title, right? SmackDown has the WWE title. But then Raw, their biggest accomplishment that they have is being the number one contender. Think about that. The flagship show has the big, like I said, the big, what do you call it? What should I say? Their biggest, their highest achievement on Raw, if you're on Raw brand, is to become the number one contender.
Mm-hmm.
It's sad. They might as well have an interim Universal champ. You never know. It's like, come on, man. Really, they could really do something better with this, but that's what it is. So, nonetheless, that's what it is right there. But nonetheless, that's our SummerSlam card. This is our SummerSlam preview. Yeah, and this is basically, like I said, we just broke down SummerSlam for you.
This is the RSN podcast. We're RSN. You're not. We're out.
We're out.